Welcome back, everybody, to the Vinart and Friends Fantasy Football League channel. This is the third week that we've been doing this. Please, before we get started, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment so you can help us out. Now, without further ado, I hope you enjoyed this week's weekly report. All right, let's just get right into it. Why wait? The first game we're going to talk about is yours truly, your boy, 3-0. 3-0. That's right. I made it out with a win last week, and now I'm heading to the next one here with another dub. But last week, by the way, I've officially changed my name for this week only to the Shogun. Because I'm the baddest. Show no! So the Shogun versus the Chickenville Chickies. Chickenville Chickies. This is the battle of the A+ draft grades. Both of us got A+. Chickenville Chickies was picked to win the whole thing by Yahoo. And right now, folks, he's 2-1. He hasn't been looking that good. And he did not look good last week. Let's jump right into it. The final score of the game was the Shogun 191.05 to 171.20. It was close, but not really. I mean, he got what he deserved. That's basically what it is. He got what he deserved, folks. And I'm here to dish it out every single week. Who was behind my win? None other than my boy Tua. That's right, Tua with 48.45 points just catapulted me to this win. Now, he didn't have bad players, but he just didn't have a lot of players going off. His best player that went off for him, Jared Goff with 27.45 points. That's about it, though. Everybody else had mediocre points for him. Really wasn't feeling it. He didn't leave a lot of points on his bench. His bench MVP this week was Sam Laporta, which he left on the bench, but understandably so because he does have Travis Kelce on there. But he did nonetheless leave him on the bench with 26.40 points. Better luck next time. Not against me. Now, let's go on to the blowout of the week. That's right, game 2, the blowout of the week. That was, she's at my house while you're at your crib, defeated Indy 500, 246.10 to 130.50 points. But on the other hand, she's at my house while you're at work, came in with a 1-1 record. An 0-2 record. Finally got his first W, and he got it in fashion, boy. With 246 points scored, that's crazy. Who was he led by? Kirk Cousins gave him 52.35 points, and he just absolutely killed it. As for Indy 500, I mean, it goes to show you. The highest scoring player on his team was Michael Pittman Jr. with 16.70 points. That was the highest. He did have a bench MVP with Romeo Doubs on his bench with 20-something points, but I mean, it really wasn't matter. It didn't matter. My man got lit up by 116 points. 116 points. That's a lot. That's a lot. And this is where we're going to give a moment of silence for Coach Yuri after this week's blowout of the week. All right, game 3, almost no McNally's. This guy is impressing everybody. He sucked last year. This year, he's already has enough wins, more wins than he had. Well, actually, the exact same wins that he had last year, and he's 2-1. Old man Jerry Bag of Donuts comes in and beats the Assassins 213 to 153. 213 to 153. Damn! Wee! That boy got taken out to the woodshed, boy. Let me tell you something. It was rough. Tyreek Hill with 46.70 points for Coach Jerry. I mean, Coach Jerry. I mean, he drafted Tyreek Hill. He took him. He knows what he's got with him, and he's killing it.
Tyreek Hill.
Okay. On the other side, the star player for the Assassins was Lamar Jackson with 35.20 points. I mean, he had his bench MVP was Calvin Austin with 19 points on his bench, but quite frankly, it wouldn't have mattered. He would have needed 5 Calvin Austins to actually be close to what Coach Jerry did to him.
I didn't have anybody perform to the stats that these dudes did, man. They just, like his main players, they put up 50 points apiece. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with that? Like,
and matter of fact, we actually asked Coach Jerry, about this. How did it went? Coach, huge win last week. 213 points scored. You beat your opponent by about 60 points. What do you got to say?
Well, first of all, Bruce was my opponent. So, honestly, next time maybe he'll bring a team that shows up. But, having said that, matched my win total from last year already. I'm pretty happy about that. I have a game with the heaviest guy in the league this week. He's about 320. I hope he doesn't score that. I think I got a good shot. Even without Derek Carr in the lineup, we'll see what happens. I'm looking forward to the big dogs down the road, like you, Coach, like Louis, Coach.
Calling us out.
We're gonna start playing now. I got my guys in the locker room. I haven't fed them in 3 days. We'll see what goes on.
All right, thanks, Coach. Next game we're gonna go over. It's the playoffs versus the Alabama Black Snakes. Now let me tell you something about this game. This is the previous champion, last year's champion, okay, versus Alabama Black Snakes, who was an 0-2 record coming into this game. He defeated playoffs 263.70 to 233.60. Yeah, it sucked that you scored over 200 points and you still lost. But like we like to say in this business, tough break, nigga. That's what happens. All right. And now playoffs, he had Tank Dell. He actually started Tank Dell and gave him 34.30 points to support him in his decision. Great coaching move right there, but that just wasn't enough. All right. We asked Coach Ryan what he thought about the game, and this is what he said. Coach, tough L. You're getting some slack in the league for losing. You went up against a strong opponent. What happened?
When historic performances are made, sometimes you're on the bad end of the stick. At the end of the day, I go home, I kiss my trophy, and I kiss my baby, and then I'll see you in the playoffs. Playoffs?
Oh. As for Coach of the Alabama Black Snake, he got behind Raheem Mostert, who came in with 45.20 points for him. And he did leave a bench MVP on his bench with DK Metcalf with 24 points. He was worried about him being injured and not being able to play. He did leave him on his bench, but it really did not matter. He came in, he showed up, and he destroyed our previous Super Bowl winning from 2022 champion, Coach Ryan Barrick. Just destroyed him. Better luck next time. The fifth game we're going to talk about is the second biggest blowout of the week. The second biggest blowout, and that was Supreme Team, showing why he's supreme with 280 points. That's right. I was not joking. You didn't hear it wrong. He got 280 points on the board. El Cuñado showed up with 165 points. Now, it's got some people asking, okay? He was the blowout of the week last week. He's the second highest blowout of the week this week. The question is, Coach Louis, are you changing your name from El Cuñado to El Blowouto? I don't know. He might want to check. He might want to check into that. I don't know. I hope not, but I don't know. Supreme Team came in with Justin Herbert and the Keenan Allen connection, with Justin Herbert giving him 51.35 points and Keenan Allen giving him 63.95 points. Crazy numbers. That's 117 points by just 2 players. That's tough to come up against, man. It just really is. As for El Blowouto, who was their top player, it was Amon-Ra St. Brown, but it really didn't freaking matter. Okay. when you get blown out like this, it really does not matter who you had on your bench. Yeah, you had DJ Chark that could have given him 22 points, but he would have needed 122 points, actually, folks. It was bad. We're looking for it. Hopefully, he shows up a little bit better next week, but I don't know. I can't make no promises. Apparently, neither can he. 280 points. Talk about it.
It's about time, Junior. It's about damn time. Supreme team came together.
Yeah,
Whole new
listen.
roster this year. We're looking great.
Man, 280 points, though. I see you, Supreme team. I see you. Last but not least, guys, we got Steel City versus Wall Street Window Lickers. Steel City took this one, came back from behind. He was about 20 points away, came back from behind on the back of Devontae Adams, who gave him 54 points to become his star player of the game. Steel City defeated Wall Street Window Lickers 163.35 to 151.65. Tough break, man. Wall Street Window Lickers has had some injuries. CJ Stroud was actually his star player of the week, giving him 31.40 points. And to be honest with you, he didn't have any bench MVPs because the whole bench was just a wasteland of zeros and twos and fours. So he started the people who gave him the most points on his roster, but it just wasn't enough. And you gotta figure now that he's 1-2, is it ever going to be enough? All right, there you have it, guys. Thank you so much for joining us again at the Vinart and Friends Family Fantasy Football League YouTube channel. And I hope that you join us again for next week. All right, stay tuned.